Hey Capricorn, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing your September Tarot and Oracle reading, asking what's coming towards you this month that you can be prepared for. If you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Capricorns, cross-watchers to pray for you, simply say hello in the comments section, or you can leave an emoji, whatever you're comfortable with. You're welcome to share what you're going through. And that allows us something that represents your energy that we can focus on. So we're going to start with an Oracle card just to kind of help guide the message. And we have, feel and allow a deeper sense of peace to fill you now. This is a divine quality. Capricorns, you deserve peace. You've been through a lot. A lot of the Capricorns, at least that I've been reading for, that's for sure. We're going to get one more. This is from the Mudra deck, and it'll provide you something that you can do on your end to collaborate with the energy, because it offers a hand gesture that represents the message. So we have level-headedness, be wise. Wow. So far, the energy in your reading is very centered and calm. So this is how you do it. You just put your hands together like that. Tranquility and inner wisdom characterize my life. This gesture of greeting activates brain activity and brings inner composure. This mudra opens the door to inner calm and thus to one's inner source of strength, healing, and wisdom and joy. Let your breathing become slow and deep, Capricorn. How interesting. Feel and allow a deeper sense of peace to fill you now. This is a divine quality, this mudra. And then we've got this one. The mudra opens the door to inner calm, tranquility, and inner wisdom. Characterize my life. You see that theme? This is lovely. This is really lovely. Let's see what Tarot has in store for you. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to start with this deck. What's coming towards my Capricorns at the time of viewing this? September 2025. If you haven't yet and feel generous, please hit the like button. Thank you. I'm trying to get better about remembering to ask. All right. It's such a great way to support the channel. And I forget to ask often. Can I see something? Okay. It's going to September 2025. Wonderful. What's a star in reverse? Another reverse. Y'all. Well, we certainly have the inner peace and calm with a Hermit card here. There's a little bit, I want to get a little bit more out before I start talking, because there's definitely a storyline popping out here. But what's the Hermit and what's the Knight of Pentacles? Cool. Okay, so Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. We'll see what that is talking about. Ace of Cups is about your emotions, about what fills your cup, what makes you feel a sense of purpose, or it can even be a relationship. What I feel like right away is that you are working hard to anchor yourself in your intuition, to spiritually anchor yourself. It doesn't surprise me at all that the message of the dove came out, that the level-headedness, be wise message of calm and inner tranquility came out. We're starting with an intention for September. And it's a dedication to yourself and to centering yourself and your perspective, anchoring your perspective. And so a lot of the Capricorns that this is going to resonate with have been Capricorns that have been very spiritually aware. The reason I say that is because we've got the Hermit card with the intuitive High Priestess card. These are both very intuitive cards, but one is upside down. When we get the High Priestess card upside down, it means that we're feeling detached from our intuition. That's when we question ourselves, when we're kind of like, I don't know which way to go here. And the Hermit card is saying, you know what? Just follow me. I'm going to steer this ship. It's like they're helping each other. And it's like the left hand helping the right hand. Like they're both your really handy appendages. This is your gut instinct. This is your, so Where they're different, I liken the Hermit energy to something a little more practical and earthy. It's like, it represents Virgo, and it's more wisdom based, okay? So sometimes with wisdom, we look back at our own experiences in order to shed light on where we're going. Whereas the High Priestess is like, hey, I'm just going blind, and I have faith that the path will appear. And so they do different things, but they're both in the same realm of wisdom. So I like seeing this. I don't want to get too worried. I want to get back into the tarot reading, but I really like seeing this because if you're feeling a little detached from your intuition, if you're feeling like, which way do I go here? It suggests that you're working really hard to actually dig down deep and listen to yourself. It's always a good thing. So where we start with your reading in September is that you've got all these options. So some of you guys, this might be options in love. It could be options with life path and purpose, but they are very much connected to your emotional world. The important thing to think about with the Seven of Cups is all that glitters is not gold. So there's that a sense of discerning, a sense of discernment that's important here. You might be feeling a little bit stuck with the Eight of Swords, and it's just up here, maybe overthinking or having, you might run into a wall with some of these options. And it specifically could have something to do with a relationship with the Lover's card. So I'm going to tell you right now, Capricorn, because I'm feeling a little defensive of you with this line of cards, is that you've got something in your world that's draining your energy. And it's most likely been linked to a pattern, maybe a cycle. Maybe this is a relationship cycle for you. Maybe this is something where you're holding on to hope that something's going to change. And if you just stick to it and you do your best and you keep your promises and you hold your end of the deal up, that type of thing, that things will change. And I'm going to tell you right now, these are really strong cards. And this is not what your whole reading is about. This is not what your whole month of September is about. I feel like it's just a very important note that tarot is making for you. It's pointing out that this is bleeding you dry. This is bleeding your energy. And the cost is that you could be losing a relationship with I'm getting overclamped. One moment, so many words want to come out at once. I'm bottlenecking. This is the reason why the intuition is disconnected. So sometimes we think ourselves away from our gut instincts, right? And this would be a situation where, Capricorn, there's a pattern of behavior. Now, for some of you guys, this could be codependency, or it could be addiction, or whatever it is. It's a loop. It's an illusion that you're stuck with that loop. But you can break these chains anytime. I'm holding up a nude tarot card. Let's see if YouTube dings me. But this is the only card that you got upright. All the cards attached to the devil, which is that cycle of behavior that's not serving you, are upside down. And let me show you what they are. They are the card of hope, the star card, right? This is getting your wishes coming true. This is your prayers being answered. This is being seen and recognized and respected when it's upright. But upside down, it's like there's kind of this feeling of hopelessness attached to something that you can't quite disentangle yourself from. You can't quite put down this burden, this chapter. And then we got the Nine of Wands, and the cost is that it's exhausting you. It's bleeding you dry, your life force, your life energy. So the question is, who is this, right? And if you want to, a really, really powerful exercise, take a piece of paper, draw a line down the middle. I was just telling another sign this. On one side, you write down everything and every person that right now in your life is giving you energy. They amp you up. It could be a song even, like you hear a certain song and you're like, yes, I have to sing at the top of my lungs in my car to that song every time I hear it. It could be like a new hobby. You get the picture. It could be a new friend, whatever. On the other side of the piece of paper, write down all the people, even if you love them, all the people and all the things that are bleeding you dry, that when you even think about them, they already take your energy. You can erase these. You can throw away the piece of paper. You never have to let anybody see it But this is for you and you only. And this could be temporary. Maybe they're only temporarily bleeding you dry. But this is a really important exercise in September because there's a cost attached, and it's your intuition right now. If you want to make any choices, especially in the realm of love or relationships, you're going to feel very confused. How can you make a choice when you can't hear your own voice, right? So this is your voice, boo. And I love seeing that you're getting reattached. You're getting reattached in September. Come hell or high water. It's like a determination thing. You've got some influences around you, Capricorn, that Tarot wants you to take a closer look at. And the reason I say that is because we've got the Three of Pentacles. So now this is reconfirming something we saw over here earlier. And this is maybe your work partnerships, or it could be collaborators. It could be people that you're waiting on, like to get paid, or let's see. I think that you're holding on to this thinking, maybe it's just around the corner. Maybe it gets better. Maybe it pays off. Okay? And we're going to ask about that. So it does look interesting. What is this? One sec. It's funny because I don't say, yeah, in a reading very often. That's not really me. But I keep on getting that voice in my head. Yeah. What is this Knight of... King of Pentacles, okay. I feel like, Capricorns, a lot of you guys have been waiting for something to arrive. That's going to be a paycheck. It's going to be something of value. It's going to be, it's been slow. It's been slow. And this could be, it could be a large sale, like a house, or it could be somebody paying you back from a loan. It could be a promotion you waited forever. It could be even within a relationship, waiting to kind of see somebody put action behind their words, okay? Because Pentacles represent value. Even in like a relationship, they can represent that earthy, down-to-earth way we show each other we love each other, like acts of service, right? Do any of you guys know the 5 love languages? And it can be gifts. So anyway, we got that Knight of Pentacles, slow moving knight connected to the King of Pentacles. There's a dysfunction. I'm going to tell you there's a dysfunction here. Now, what makes you really, really happy is thinking outside the box. New enthusiasm. It's almost, I think it feels like you're getting validated. It's like you're not going to abandon ship. You're not going to walk away from this until it's like you really have to see all the signs. It's like you get the proof. It's like you have to see that this thing is actually, this collaboration is a failure. That it's not what you expected. And then Capricorn, it's like, okay, now I can open my mind up to other options or something. Because then we've got the Page of Wands with the Sun. And it's like the Sun comes out, you let yourself consider other options. Or there's definitely a storyline and a timing to this story that is unfolding. But it's almost like you're not going to just take it on faith that this is a bad collaboration or that it's a bad situation. It's like you kind of need to do your due diligence. And I have to respect that, Capricorn, because many would just jump ship, or many would come up with their own story to make everybody else but themselves wrong. It seems that you're looking at something objectively, and I have nothing but respect for that. Okay, so before I let you go, because I know we're getting a little bit on the longer side, I would like to ask for advice for you. So let's get these cards going. So what does Capricorn need to consider saying yes to, besides inner calm and tranquility and, using that inner wisdom to help guide the intuition? What have past experiences taught you? What has the past taught you? What has it shown you so far? Proof is in the pudding, right? At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Devil card, just as I said that. Proof is in the pudding. What have you seen so far? Okay. What does Capricorn say yes to? Please make it clear. Okay, 2 of Pentacles is showing itself. It didn't fly. What did fly, however, was, remember all those options I was showing you, but be discerning and leaving something behind. It's all cups. Once again, cups are representing your heart, your creativity, your passion, compassion. You get it, all the fluffy stuff. This is what makes you happy. You're leaving something behind. This is the first card that flew out. Something that you cared about at one point, quite a bit. Going on faith. That is an act of intuition, my friends. Headed towards the sun and the moon. If you look very closely, you'll see that the moon is there as well. And headed towards these options. But it's important, I think, I keep on feeling the need to remind you to really take a close look at these options. And it's okay to be wishy-washy. You don't have to make a fast decision. But you're leaving something behind. You're being called to leave something behind. What's this Fool in reverse? Ten of Swords. Takes a note. Tell me more about this. The best thing that is coming out of this situation is getting reattached to your own truth. But you got to get it, that, and you really need that High Priestess to turn right side up. So the Hermit, that inner wisdom is helping, right? And it's the first step is going towards what makes you happy. And I'll show you. There's something, there's a sun attached to our Hermit here. But there's a fool's errand in, what is this? It's like waiting for something to change. There's something imbalanced here. And moving forward on any new adventure, a new job, a new relationship, without paying attention to this imbalance. And again, it could be addiction, or it could be an imbalance of power or respect in a relationship. Only you know what you are going through. The energy is the same. But this Temperance card needs to turn right side up too. So it can't make this transformation. You can't have this new chapter unless that imbalance is acknowledged. And what that might have, it might be connected to something that has led to a great disappointment. Not all is lost with the 5 of Cups. He's got 2 full cups behind him, but he's paying attention to this, the spilled milk. And I have a feeling it's closely related to what is throwing this off balance. For some of you, you may need, in order to start fresh or to move forward, and even get reattached to your intuition, it may be that you need to acknowledge something that has been disappointing. And you know how sometimes, now this is only going to be some of you guys, but I have to say it for those who this resonates with. You know, sometimes it's so freaking uncomfortable to do that it's way easier to just move something else in our way, a new task, a new goal, a new set of friends, a new job. It's really important for some of you guys, those who this resonates with, to acknowledge what has spilled, what went awry, what did not work out with this collaboration, because in doing so, you're acknowledging your truth. And doing that, you are reconnecting to High Priestess energy, that intuition, okay? So it's like, because something needs to be balanced here, rebalanced. What do we say yes to? Hierophant. These are I got in my head soul systems. That is an interesting thing. I've never put those 2 words together before, but Hierophant rules over the systems of belief that we commit ourselves to. This can be the institution of marriage. This can be churches. This can be kind of the rules of our spirituality that we stick to. But this is saying that this is a very good thing to go towards. So why do we create systems around our faith or systems around beliefs? And commitments, because they kind of make us feel in control. So, and safe, right? So anyway, I hope that is helpful, my loves. Please subscribe if you've been here before and you enjoyed it. Be part of the family. Say hi if you'd like for us all to pray for you. And I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.